casket was made between 1952 and 1954 in the St. Clements Hospital. It was made by my aunt Kathleen O'Farrell. In the sand, they called it. It was in St. Camillus. Anyone with TB got it, they had to go into the sand. They had to stay there they wouldn't let you out. She was born 1929, she died 1925. And I rarely remember her because I was only 9 years old when she died. It's just that my aunt kept them, because my grandaunt, she reared the girl from 2 years of age. Her mother died, so that's how. They're sort of the more sentimental value than the... They just put trinkets and everything into it. You know, motor cars, anything, keys, everything. They just made them because they just make a lot of them because they had time in their hands. They had no television that time. All you had was radio, and they wouldn't be left out. I'd say it was in the 50s. It was black and white originally, and I think my grandaunt got it done in colour. So that's up on the wall since I can remember. At home even, I have it up in my own house at home. It is up in I have another girl as well. She died as well. The two were only 25 years of age. She was married to my uncle. Well, the houses were damp. You can't say they weren't. Then you had big families. There was 4 families in my house at one time. 4 different names. You had Hayes, Corpus, and Farrell and Sarsfield.
Tom Williams from St. Mary's Park. This is my father, Tom Williams. I have nobody here. That's his National Identity Travel Pass, 1949. It was in the Second World War, and I imagine he needed it to go from back. It'd be like a passport, wouldn't it? Some people adopted him down here, sort of. I don't know. Second World War, people came back from the war, they all lived together, fellas. They were only 19, 20, 21. So I think there was no work, so he went after England. That was 1945. He was born 1924, so he was through the war, and he was out of the war by the time he was 21. He was in Palestine after the war. He was a military policeman, an MP. So I said, he used to be telling us about the war, but sure, how would I say it? He was handed a drink, and the rest of them wouldn't be. My brother would be upstairs, my sister's been bed, and I'd be listening to him, and he would tell me about being on D-Day, where he was in Normandy and all that stuff. But when we were kids, you don't listen to it, but now you love to listen to it. There's his medals, pictures. There's another one. There's another medal missing. He sold it, I think. There was families down here, the mothers and fathers. They said they would have been all the same age, and they were in the RAF and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people down here that was in the Second World War, but I would just say they didn't want to know.
Ger Ryan from St. Mary's Park. Well, literally, I got involved because all my family were involved in it. My father was a lifeguard in Carbley Bats, which was an outdoor swimming pool. My brother was a lifeguard, so we went into swimming as well. A few of my brothers swam competitively. These were the gathers around Limerick every year. You had Abbey, you had Carbley, you had Plassey, you had Shannon Banks, and then you had Ballyclare Boat Club as well. So it's all different regattas. We had one, and it was a race around the parish. First you start paddling, then you start rowing, and then you start poling up the Corrigal Falls. That's my brother Noel, brother Paul, that's my other brother there. Another brother there, and that's the lad from Toomingate, I can't think of his name. What happened there was we crashed. My 2 brothers started fighting. And this fella gave definitely his pedal. That's actually steering and we're rowing. See, in the Ellencots, there was 3 different races. There was a rowing race, a poling race, and there was a paddle race. It wasn't just the rowing either. There was a lot involved in regattas. There was tug of war, fancy dress. I think my brothers have a few of the photographs of fancy dress, you know, and I think 2 of them dressed up. One of them dressed up as Davy Crockett, and one of my brothers, the other was dressed up as something else. I don't know what he was. But even some of the women dressed up as Zulu warriors.